Hey everyone. Uh it's your favorite passionate individual with lots of interests, I swear. But no, what's up? It's been a long time, guys. Part of the reason why it's been so long is because they were busy um building my bookshelf back there. I'm sure that you've noticed it's new, and yeah, like it was my birthday recently and my mom kind of just dropped this on me. She had mentioned that she wanted to build this for me, but it's like she didn't say exactly when. I had stuff, man, that day that they started uh constructing it. And yeah, as you can imagine, that stuff kind of had to be rescheduled. But anyway, I'm grateful. So yeah, enjoy the new bookshelf background. Um, but I've also been reading a lot. No pun intended. Um, and one of those things is either or. I finally got both volumes. Uh, The volume of Either Or by Kierkegaard, which I had before, was an abridged version. It had around 200 or 300 pages taken out because it's such a big book. Across the two volumes, it's like 800 pages. Um, I mean, obviously, it depends on the edition and the translation, but yeah, it can sometimes, I think, get closer to the 900 range. Uh, and it's just made me think a lot about passion, man, and like, um, you know, and I realized that it's at least aesthetic passion, romantic passion is not something that I've had in my life. I don't think it's something which, especially the physically disabled and visibly disabled have had. Um, I was thinking about it, and yeah, like of course, I know what passion is like, what it means to be like wholly given to a pursuit. Books obviously are one of mine. As you can see from back there, my entire collection. Uh, and but in terms of romantic passion, not gonna lie, excuse me, while obviously, right, no human is entirely about the physical. It's mainly a physical passion when we talk about romantic passion. Sure, you can stuff like personality attributes, how you get along, compatibility. Um, that stuff can usually add to passion, but it's mainly a physical thing based in the body and Shreks, right? And yeah, I mean, being that we don't fit in to what is considered quote unquote conventionally attractive. I mean, guys, I'm average, to be honest with you. The only points that I get is that I pass as white in the Latino community. But that's only when I go to Guatemala. Here in the US, bro, it's like I'm kind of, in terms of my looks, not my chair and stuff like that. Because my chair does make me visible, obviously, but you know what I mean. Uh, I'm kind of invisible. I look like your average white guy. Or maybe like kind of mixed. I don't know. But like, regardless, I'm average. And you know, often when I was younger, especially a teenager with hormones and everything like that, I so badly wished that I would be desired and be the object of passion for someone, a girl, and stuff like that. And, I just spent my entire existence pretty much. I'm sure many can relate, many guys. It's not that I didn't also have the same intellectual passions that I did back then. Of course I did, guys. But like I don't know, I don't like you know I was a gooner, guys. There's no other way to say it, bro. I had a problem with corn. Um that has recurred over and over and over again, and throughout my life, just because I haven't had, most especially physically disabled people don't have an outlet for that in their lives at all. And there's not really any healthy way that we can express it without coming off weird to people or facing horrible rejection. And let's be real also, the worst she can say is not no. I'm not gonna get into it, but just if you want to hear the stories, just look back at some of my older videos. Um, and also certain things that happened to me. Um, and on one side, and maybe this is just cope, it probably is. I'm so grateful that I never really I let my desire for aesthetic passion, romantic, erotic passion, for sure, um drive a lot of my life early on, but I'm kind of glad I never got it in the end, or that I see that it wasn't all it's cracked up to be. Because the thing is, I did kind of experience it, but even then, like, I don't know, later on it kind of just fizzled out. Um, and I remember it very clearly, I was with the only person I've ever been with. This was about 6.5, almost 7 years ago. We were in her apartment. We were doing stuff, and I was in my chair. She was going down to places, and she came up for a second, started kissing me and stuff, and she nibbled on my earlobe and let out like this sigh. And it was a sigh of passion, right? And it's like, you know, I laughed and she got insecure. Um but the thing is, I had never experienced something like that before. It was entirely new to me. I was like, wow, man. Like, that's so, like, I like that feeling, right? And it wasn't necessarily connected with a directly with a sexual act. It was like, I guess you would consider that foreplay or whatever, but still, it just like, I've still to this day never felt as passionate as that moment. And it wasn't anything obscene. It was just, I don't know, like, kind of cute, honestly. And like, I don't know, that's one of the only times I've ever felt that someone has had, a woman especially, desire for me. And um it was a very passionate moment, and probably the only erotically passionate moment in my life. But, you know, I still, you know, I'm a human. Disabled people are human. They still experience that, but I'm honestly still kind of glad that um I was able to focus more on things that actually matter beyond the physical and stuff like that, because I do think that that's a part of body positivity that we don't like to acknowledge. All right, see you guys. Bye.